Okay.
Okay, guys, welcome to the fourth episode.
Tell me.
Fourth episode of the Ripple Lounge. My guest today is former Ripple paddler Francis David.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have met him before. You coached for a practice or so when they were in Hong Kong or something.
Yeah, one practice on the Sunday.
Yeah, you might have seen him, but
Dark, tall, and handsome.
yeah, that's Francis for you. So this episode, I wanted to have Francis on the show because TI is coming up, and that's one of the biggest races we have with however many teams. I can't keep up with numbers.
A lot.
Like, a lot. Yeah, that's all you need to know. A lot of teams from all over the place. In North America, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, we're here to talk about motivation and how we keep ourselves going and working out and all that by telling you guys our stories of why we started working out and how we kept moving and setting goals for ourselves. And yeah, I guess that's what this episode is. I asked Francis to be on the show because when I look back in terms of my working out stuff, Francis was one of the main reasons why I got to where I am today. I mean, if you guys seen me the first year I was in Ripple, 2008, I was huge, 230 something pounds. I have Christine here, she can tell you that. Right, Christine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty big.
So tiny now.
Yeah, I know. So, I'm here in his living room, so, you might hear some stuff going off. But, that's just how it is. I'm fine with that. So, Francis was one of the main reasons I got to where I am. He's like, he's really inspirational, I guess. He motivates me. I mean, especially since he completed I want to say a triathlon, but I'm not really sure what he did this past weekend. He completed something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So it's like, wow, it's like he's one I kind of want to, triathlon's on my list to do, but
Oh, you'll do it one day.
even one day, I'm hopefully.
You'll do it with me.
Yeah. I want to start with small first of a sprint, so probably something next year. But, I just wanted us to tell you the story of why we started working out. So, and I kind of want to go first because I think mine isn't as moving or as touching as yours. All right, is that okay?
The story is touching.
Yeah, I mean, it gets. I guess my starting point of it really isn't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I started working out, I did it for girls, to look good, right?
Hey, I appreciate honesty.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is in college. It's like, you gotta look good, get girls and all that. But I started working out in 2008, which is actually the first year I joined Ripple. Oh. So yeah, it's the timing was about correct. Like, I need something to more physical activity to do. I mean, I didn't have a gym or anything, so Ripple was the thing. I mean, Alfred was in it the year before, so I just joined around with him. And when I joined, I guess after the first race is when I really fell in love with it. I mean, you got a team with you. I mean, we have at that time we had about 40 people, so 2 boats. So it's like my motivation to keep working out since then was to help the team to get stronger, to get better. Trying to get us just get a really strong team going. So yeah, Ripple was my second motivation to keep going. And then I moved to San Jose for school, where I actually had a gym to work out in. So weightlifting and all that, it wasn't too hard for me, just because in terms of lifting was going to the gym when I started was really hard. I mean, I guess that's the same for everyone, but you just have to really keep at it. Right? I mean, no one's gonna I'm gonna go every day. I mean, you're gonna feel like shit after some days, but I kept at it pretty consistent. I started 3 times a week, which is pretty good. Eating habit wise, really easy for me, just because I had to cook for myself, so cooking simple stuff was easy. Oatmeal, chicken, vegetables, you know, nothing too bad. But and then 2009 rolled around, which is when Francis joined the team.
You could thank Christine for that.
Yeah, Christine dragged him onto the team, and I don't know. I don't have many memories of that during the season, but it was like after the seasons when he first dragged me into running my first half marathon, because at the San Jose Rock and Roll Half Marathon, I wasn't living in San Jose at the time, so it's like, hey, you want to run? It's like, yeah, sure. I don't know how he convinced me into it. You know, he just has a way of saying things that makes you just want to do it. You know, it's like.
It's my smile.
Yeah, I guess. You know, it's like, I mean, when he says it, I mean, I know a lot of people talked about it before, Francis. It's like, you just say stuff in a way that makes people want to do it. But, like, it's like, if they decline, it's like, they don't feel bad about it. But, like, they do, it's like, oh, cool, let's go at it. I don't know how to describe it. But a few people talked about the way you get them to do things. And so, yeah, that he got me to run up my first half marathon.
What was your time?
2 hours, 30 minutes around there.
And what's your PR now?
My PR now is sub 145.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's how many? 6 years?
But
Five?
still, that's-
5? Yeah, I know. It's
Okay, we digress, but go on. I just wanted
yeah.
to
So
point
I
out
mean,
your
after that run, I felt like I could get a better time. You know, it's like I got 2:30, which is probably like at the average for most people. So I'm like, I wish I could have done better. And so, I mean, that pretty much kept me going. It's like, I want to do better next time. So, I mean, I've been running one half marathon since then. Every year, one half marathon a year, just because it's too costly for me. So, that kept me going. I'm still working out in the gym. Let's see, what happened next? I mean, even at the time, I was still on Ripple, and one of the things is I also saw like the team members as like competition, like friendly competition. You know, it's like this guy's around my weight. It's like I want to do better than him. Should I name names of people on the team? Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends. People look at it two ways. See it a good way as an honor.
Mm-hmm.
See another. People may look at it as, why are you competing against me? We're on the team.
I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, I've never really announced it. I like I said, I see it as friendly competition. It's like, oh, if he could do this, I could do this too, you know?
So then they're your motivation.
They're basically what it's like.
There you go. So it's a good thing then.
Yeah,
it's an honor.
First person was Brad. I mean, at that time, we're about the same weight and everything. So, like, if Brad could do this, I could do this too. I mean, he ran a sub 2 before. I'm like, damn, I gotta do a sub 2 one day. So that was one of my motivations, Brad.
You should thank him.
Yeah, thanks, Brad, for pushing me, even though I've never announced it until now. I think I just had Brad, and then of course there's Alfred. I mean, I can't let him beat me. Yeah, right. He's right here too. But yeah, I can't let him beat me. I mean, in terms of running, I don't think I'm gonna let him beat me. I'm trying to keep running. Just that first half marathon, yeah. That's one of my main reasons of trying to get faster, just because Alfred beat me.
He's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think those like just people within the team. I just can't remember at the moment.
It's okay.
But other people that I want to thank on the team that helped a lot. Even though I've never like spoken to them directly, but you know I listen and I absorb information and all that. Patrick Toy, Sume, they ran the land training early on.
Yeah.
Let's see who else.
The foundation makers.
Yeah. Let's see, Nate Ju from the past couple of years. I mean, he's been pushing us really hard. And I think we got to where we are because of him, you know. I mean, we're pretty much one of the top teams. I want to say NorCal at the moment. So it was mainly, not mainly because of him, but like mostly because of him. He's really, really pushing it for us. And just, his speeches just makes me want to work harder. That's all. Let's see, Derek's just been. I mean, I learned a lot from Derek. I've never asked him directly, but I just hear him talk about stuff a lot, and like I said, I absorb information, especially more recently, since I started weightlifting more. So he helped me quite a bit just by talking about stuff. So I mean, like I said, my motivation is mainly just the people around me. Let's see, people not on the team that's really motivated me. My group that did my cosplay with me, my New to Speech group. If you haven't seen the photos yet, it's around Facebook. We're all basically half naked guys. Have you seen the photo?
Yep.
Yeah, we're basically like just half naked, and that's one of my motivations to just to get really ripped. That's about it. And then one of my other friends, she's just her presence to me is just really inspiring. She has like so many goals, I guess, that it makes me want to do my best at my own goals as well. So that's I guess that's I guess that's it for me just in terms of motivation. It's just the people I'm around with. They inspire me to do a lot to improve myself in general, in terms of working out, in terms of life, my job, career, everything. So it's just a lot of people. Like I said, it's mostly you in terms of my workout, Francis, because if it wasn't for you dragging me to my first half marathon, I don't think I would have been where I am today. So thanks again.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I guess.
Just remember, it was you that ran it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I mean, people need a push somewhere. So yeah, you're the person that pushed me to it. That's why. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's it for me, in terms of my motivation and what drives me to become better. So Francis, what's your story? I mean, I've heard bits and pieces of Francis's story, but I've never asked him about the beginning and how he got to where he is.
So you're talking about, okay. So about 8 years ago, some of you already heard this story. So I'll just give you a summary. About 8 years ago, my mom passed away from ovarian cancer. And after she passed away, I read her diary that she used to take. When she took chemotherapy, she used to write in this diary about her thoughts. And one of the entries had something that said along the lines of, like, she accepted her cancer, she was okay with it, it was stage 4, so it was really bad, it was terminal. But then she just said, I wish I took better care of myself so that I would be able to grow old, to spend my life with my husband Rico, it's my dad, see Francis, me, and my sister Melanie grow up to become adults, and see her grandchildren. So at the time, I kind of let myself go. I got big. People don't know it, but I started Facebook after I lost weight, but
so all your fat photos aren't even there.
No, because it's like for 2 years I just kind of ate myself to I guess that was my way of coping, which a lot of people do. So I was pretty big. People see me now and they don't believe it, but let me tell you, I was big. You could ask my sister and my cousins. I'll just give you some reference. My waist now, it's about a 30.5. I was approaching a 38 waist.
Wow.
So that just gives you some reference there. And I was north of 200 pounds. I'm still 175-ish now, but it's not the weight that I was carrying before. So then, it's going to sound like cliche, like a movie, like Forrest Gump, but one day I just started running.
Right across the U.S.
I just started running because I was grieving and I wasn't getting better. I took counseling, it didn't work. I shut myself from the world. And the only thing that would make me feel okay was running. So I just ran. Kept on running and running and running. And then my sister and I signed up for the Turkey Trot in San Jose. Some of you guys have heard about it.
Yep.
But we just started to do a race. I think it was 2005 or 6. But it was the second one. So we started running a race, and after that, my sister and I decided to run a half marathon. And then I trained really hard for that. Did really well. I think I got like a 1:37.
Wow, that's insane.
And that's going from zero running to running. But then I got really gung ho and I got injured.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I got injured, I couldn't run. Then I had to do alternate things, and I started cycling and swimming. And then I started doing triathlons. So that's how my triathlon career started.
That's really early on.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I started becoming more fit. And then I started seeing gains in terms of my body looking better. I was getting healthier. I was getting more confident. Because when you look good, you feel good.
Yes, I understand that.
You know, it's a positive consequence. So then I started doing that. But just mind you, it took me about 2 years to get in my state. It took me about 2 years to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started doing that, and then I met Christine, joined Ripple. I came on Ripple, and I'll be honest, I was pretty fit at the time relative to the team.
Yep.
So then I didn't want to be on Ripple anymore because I thought it was a waste of my time. And I said, why should I join this team when there's another team practicing at the same time that I could be part of? And really, I don't know who's laughing.
Okay.
Yeah, sound bites. Yeah, so it was a joke. Christine, that was Christine's phone. It was timely because she was laughing at me. She said, why? No, so what she really said was, because I was getting really frustrated with the team. Mm-hmm. They were more...
we eat a lot.
Yeah, they're more concerned about eating. And while they're talking about, where we're going to eat after, and I'm like, are we here to practice? So I got frustrated. I was about to leave, but then Christine, she's a very wise woman. She said, calmly to me, she said, okay, you have a choice. You can either join a team that's already established and be one of the numbers and just not really affect anybody. Or she said, or you can create a winning team.
Wow. Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome.
So then I was like, okay, damn it. And so obviously I was thinking about it. I was stubborn, a little arrogant, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
But then I took the ladder and I said, all right, I'm going to challenge myself and help build Ripple into a team that I think can be possible, which is balanced, which is not only worried about competition, being a strong team on the water, but also being a fun team. So then, as you know, for those of you who were there, we went through some growing pains, a changing culture. People started to not like being held accountable for certain
I noticed
levels. We started intensifying the boot camps and all that stuff. And I was frustrated too because I was giving up my time and people didn't really gain traction. But then we started LGR.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. That's really Tuesday nights.
Yep, started to LGR.
Still going.
Yeah, still going. And then what I realized was by me trying to get people to become more competitive and better athletes was not the solution. The solution was to encourage people to give them that push or that confidence that they can do something they think was not possible physically.
Yep. He got me.
So then I started to realize was by me planting those seeds in people's heads, make them believe that they can do things, the positive consequence is a much faster, stronger Dragon Boat team.
Uh-huh. So can I say something?
Sure.
So it's like, I remember LGR, it's like, oh, we're going to start doing these exercises, right? And then I'm like, okay, I got to start practicing these before you actually do it at the track workouts. And we never did. But at least I could do them. Like some of the, I don't remember, I think you said we were supposed to do more V-ups. but we never did when you were guiding, when you were coach leading LGR. So I started doing them on my own, and it's like it was really hard at the beginning. But now I'm like, oh, it's nothing now.
Right.
Yeah, he just plants seeds in your head, and you just do stuff.
And also, I just looked at the group to see like where they were. If they're struggling too much, I backed it down.
Yeah.
So
That's a good coach. You know, you could sense how people's efforts and you can increase it or decrease it. So
right, yeah. So then, what turned out to be a way of me getting a stronger team became a way for me to influence people's lives in a positive way through fitness to make them better off in life in general. I can name many people on the team or who came through LGR who, when I first met them, they were unsure of themselves, not confident. They may be happy, but now they're happier just because they're more physically fit and able to do things that they thought were not possible. And that to me made me happy. And it goes back to what I said earlier about my mom saying that she wished she was healthier and took care of herself so that she can see her grandchildren, see my sister and I grow. I want to give that opportunity to people to live a longer, healthier life, that they're able to do things they want to with their partner, their kids, if they choose to, grandchildren. And then if they're more confident, they're going to be better in their careers. They're going to be more disciplined, so they're going to be better at work. And just overall better person. And more better people in the world is what we need, especially at this time with all these crazy people fighting with each other. But that's my motivation. My motivation stems from my mom wanting to live longer so she could see things. Stem from there. But now my motivation is to make sure that I'm able to help people who I see that are afraid to do what they want to do. They just need someone to believe in them, take them, nurture them, and lead them in a way that is safe, that they can accomplish what they want. So that's my motivation, is seeing people do things that I know they can, but they're just too afraid or too blind to see that they can.
Yeah, like I said, I was one of those. I never thought I would be running a half marathon or a full marathon in general, because it sounded crazy at the time when I started. So, but like I said, Francis dragged me into my first half, and I've been running ever since, doing several half marathons and eventually completing a full marathon. So again, really big thanks to Francis for just being there and just convincing me to just do it, even though that's Nike slogan. But that's how it is. You just, like he says, you just need someone that believes that you can do it, and you will just go out there and try. I mean, it's just okay. Can't think of anything to say,
okay.
But yeah. So I mean, with Treasure Island coming up, I really believe that we can actually take it this year as well. We were really close previous year, so I'm pretty sure we can become number one this time. I mean, I felt like I've just been really selfish in trying to hit my 6-pack hella ripped goal, but now I kind of want to shift my focus back onto Dragon Boat, especially for TI, to help the team get stronger. So that's my goal, and that's my motivation for the next 2 months up leading until TI. I want you guys to also set goals for yourself, just a big goal in general, and as well as to push yourself to become stronger, to become better, not just for the team, but also for yourself. I mean, like as Francis said, if you just living a healthier lifestyle in general can help in just all your aspects of life.
I do want to comment on TI coming up. I think one of Ripple's secret sauce is the people. You may see, there's so many sports analogies out there where you see the favorite team in the championship game have the stronger athletes, the highest paid athletes, the 2010 Giants, I think, were coined misfits. They weren't considered the best. But they had that chemistry that no other team had. And it was that bond that that the teammates willing each other to do better, rooting for each other, not trying to, wanting them to do as best as they can because they know as a collective they'll do better. And I think Ripple has that. And, it's pretty simple to train. Dragon boating or running or weightlifting. The exercises are all the same. There's no secret. All the workouts are out there. You see everyone showing their workouts, what they're doing. There's all these literature now on what to do. It's there's no secret.
Yeah, if you have questions, I'm willing to answer the best that I can based on my experience. I know Derek is also willing to help. He seems really competitive, and he leads the land training now, and so I think he really wants us to become better as a whole. So you do have questions or just want to know how to get started, Derek would be a really good choice as well.
Great. So my point is, other teams may be able to replicate our workouts, but I don't think they could replicate the spirit that Ripple has, and I think you should not take it for granted and use that kind of like a team would use the home field advantage, like the crowd cheering for them empowers them to do better. So use that, like the Ripple Love, whatever they call it these days.
It's the Ripple Love.
Okay, the Ripple Love is the secret sauce, I think. And I'm excited to, even though I'm not around with social media, you kind of get the gist of what's going on, and it's making me happy to see people who I first met becoming leaders now, becoming leading, coaching. It's nice. It makes me happy. So also, do it because you want to. Like, don't make it feel like an obligation that you have to work out, because if it becomes an obligation, you start getting resentful, and it's not fun. So make it fun and stay relaxed. Like Ben said, there's a good chance this year to make Ripple history.
Yeah.
Shock the world.
Yeah. All right, I guess that's it for this episode. But I always have one of the sillier questions to ask. So for this episode, the question is, if you were in a room, just a room, like a squared room or something, like a mile wide and such, what's the biggest animal you think you could take out?
Okay, is it just a room?
It's just a room. It's just a room. You can't add anything to it. No.
Can I answer it? I'll answer that question, but I'll also answer it if I add something in your room.
All right.
It's the biggest animal. I think it would be a giraffe.
Why?
Because I would just keep on hitting it and punching its legs and run around. Hopefully, it won't be able to catch me. I don't know how fast they run.
I think they run pretty fast.
Oh,
I don't know.
Then
I don't know. Maybe I guess they're more
the balls. Hitting the balls.
That's the best strategy for everything.
Just hitting the balls,
But I think giraffes would be more passive. Don't you think herbivore animals are more passive?
Yeah. But then I don't know. Maybe what I would do is I would jump up on its back and try to strangle it.
But no, aren't giraffes? How tall are giraffes? Their back. Well, you could get.
So I'll run towards the wall, do a ninja thing off the wall, jump on the back, and then get up to its neck and strangle it. Because I don't know how else it would get me. I'll just strangle it.
Oh wow! Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
All right.
And they have a long tongue, so when the tongue's coming out, I'm going to pull it.
All right.
All right.
I'll
probably lose though, but I'm just.
No, just we'll see. If that actually happens, you have a strategy for when a giraffe attacks now. Yeah. Let's see. I was thinking of a bear.
A bear?
A bear? Yeah.
Grizzly bear? Black bear?
I don't know. What's the difference?
think
bear.
grizzly bear's bigger. Besides, I think grizzly bear's bigger.
The smallest adult bear, then.
A brown bear, maybe.
A brown bear. All right. I mean, they aren't fast in terms of movement, are they? That's what I have in my head. I mean, they could run fast, right? But like their movement wise, it's slow. It's like, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Punch them in the balls. I mean, just get behind it. But I think with a lot of animals, you get behind it, you're good. And just trying to get yourself my face clawed off when I'm behind it, and just strangling it.
Yeah, strangling.
Yeah.
Strangling really go. But hit him in the balls, right?
Yeah,
Stun him.
that's a really good strategy.
I think any animal with balls, if you hit them there, they're pretty much down for the count.
Yeah, hopefully. But they're animals. We've never tested this before. We don't know. But we'll see. If we ever get attacked, or if any of you guys get attacked by an animal, hit them in the balls.
Yeah,
if it's female,
ovaries?
Ovaries, punch them in ovaries. Straight shot.
Yeah. They have two, so you gotta do double punch.
Double punch, right? All right. Yeah, I guess that's it for this episode of the Ripple Lounge. I'll have up another one coming up soon, just because I want to do a series of these, especially with Treasure Island coming up, and hoping to tell you stories or some stuff, just stuff to help motivate you guys into working out or putting in a little more effort into your workouts. So until next time, I'll see you soon.
See you at the race.
All right.
Cheering you guys.